It was good. You know, it was good second year. Yeah, good experience. You know, just really just tried to enjoy myself.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I know. No title out of it this one.
Nah, man. I wish. Nah, we had the team to do it. We came short, but you know, like I said, I enjoyed myself.
You know what though? You ended it right. That buzzer beater, dude. That was,
Oh yeah.
No,
that was big time. That was big time. We forgot that it was just a consolation game.
Right.
You know. Nah, it was big time though.
The experience I know had to be great. Not to mention getting more minutes. You had some great play. That's that consolation game, the behind the back pass.
Oh yeah.
What did you make of your impression? Get the second go there in Vegas?
Just you know, having that first experience under my belt, I think helped me a lot. You know, in terms of coming out and just enjoying myself. You know, playing my game and you know, trying to contribute as much as possible.
When you were back with the team and after being in the OKC organization for that full year, how much did that help compared to just jumping in and being like, okay, all right, I'm with the Lakers now, or trying to figure out what the next plan is?
It helped a lot. You know, last summer, you know, I jumped around a lot. You know, so I never really got stable. You know, in a set environment. But you know, just blessed to be in the opportunity that I'm in now. You know, in Oklahoma.
Whatever the plans, kind of going forward, coming off the summer league, still got the two-way deal going. What have they told you about maybe on next year?
Just taking it day by day. You know, right now, just focus on, you know, getting better. You know, contributing as much as possible, but just kind of taking it day by day.
What do you learn from Russell Westbrook in 1 year, just being able to work out with him and be in that same organization?
Oh yeah, just his work ethic, man. It's amazing. You know, everybody sees him, you know, out in the lights. You know, that's all they see, but they don't really see what goes behind it. You know, he's a workaholic. He's a gym rat, and you know he has that energy. You know, and he distributes that throughout the whole team.
Getting Paul George back.
Oh yeah.
Exciting times in that organization right now. What was that like when? How did you find out about it?
We was all at the party.
Okay,
and,
you were at the party.
Yeah, so you know it was cool. We was excited, man. Like what you saw is what exactly happened. You know, we was excited. You know, happy to have him back, and you know he's such a huge part of what we did this year.
Important follow-up. Did you get to meet Nas?
Oh yeah,
There you go.
I sure did. Was chopping it up with him. So
That's
that was
awesome.
cool. Oh,
That's
yeah.
really cool.
Yeah.
And then I'm sure, obviously, getting an All-NBA player back is pretty cool too.
Oh, yeah.
When you saw him at the party, did you know he was going to be there in advance? Did you know it was going down?
I didn't know it was gonna be him. I heard it. You know, they was gonna have a performer. You know, performing, but I didn't know it was gonna be him. So it was a surprise.
The roster's still going under change. I mean, just even last week, Melo was out to Atlanta. They buy him out. You guys bring in Schroeder. Obviously, the roster construction is still going on, but what's the communication like when so much is changing here in the active months of free agency and trade?
Got you. Yeah, they got a lot going on right now. You know, they have a decision to make, and you know, as players, you know, our job isn't really to do their job. You know, so we just kind of hang back and wait until we all hear it. So.
What was it like having Mike with you in OKC Blue, just a former teammate?
Oh, yeah.
That's got to be like a really comfortable feeling.
It was, man. It was exciting. You know, when I heard he was coming, you know, to play with us. You know, he's Mike. He's Mike. You know, he's the same guy that he was here. So you know, that was exciting to have him bring his energy to what we had going.
What about his haircut?
Oh man, I don't know if y'all saw the tweet that I tweeted, but yeah, I definitely had to get those pictures. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of the Gamecocks, how much did you rely on Coach Martin in your first year in the NBA, just talking with him and keeping up? And
oh yeah, he was a huge part, man. You know, just that relationship that we built. You know, prior to me even attending South Carolina, you know we brought that all the way to now. You know, and he's a great guy, great supporter. You know, he has my back. You know, through thick and thin. So.
When you're experiencing though life at the next level, you get Jerry West on your jersey.
Oh yeah.
I know that's a dream come true, but what was it like to have the actual reality compared to the expectation?
I really didn't know what to expect, man. It was just like you said, a dream come true. You know, it was surreal to see my name on the back of an NBA jersey. You know, that was big for me. You know, so now it's all about taking that next step.
There's been a lot of talk, obviously, about guys staying home with the program and stuff like that. You and Sin were the two guys that kind of carried the flag, and obviously Justin to a Final Four. You guys that did stay home. What would you say to guys kind of coming through here about the importance of staying home? Get to go back to an event like this. Like, what have you benefited from?
It's big time, man. It's big time. You know, everybody would love to say, you know, they attended the Final Four and this and that, but it makes it that much better, you know, being at home, you know, where it all started at. You know, the support system around here is amazing, man. And we was able to see that, you know, going through that whole process, being able to go to the Final Four.
Did you get
Sorry,
like
go ahead.
when you made that decision, obviously to stay home? What was the reaction like? Because I mean, Sid had done it obviously, but majority of guys of your caliber have gone out of state over time. What was the reaction like, and why did you do it?
Like I said, it was the relationships, built prior to me making the decision. Sin being here, Justin being here, it's like, why can't I? So they, like you said, they paved the way, and that's hopefully what we continue to do. For these in-state guys, that have, unlimited talent. It's kind of like, why not? Why not stay here?
Following off of what Andrew's been saying there, not many of us, if any, could ever imagine being a five-star McDonald's All-American who's going through that process of nearly every school in the country recruiting you. What is the temptation in thinking, okay, well, I want to see some other side of life. I want to go somewhere else compared to, well, I have family here. I know who's here. People get to watch me. What's that process like when you're thinking through it?
It's difficult, man. I definitely drug it all the way out to the very end. Put a lot of thought into it. Went to my family, went to everybody that has been around me since day one, and it was tough. It was tough, but at the end of the day, you got to make the best decision for you, and I think that's what I did.
Is that the advice that you give yourself if you go back in that position to just do you?
Absolutely. It's a lot of factors you can try to play into the choice. Getting, like you said, getting away from home, seeing the rest of the world. But like I said, just doing what's best for me.
When you look at the talent that have come through the state at the high school level, obviously Zion came through. There's some really good guys in the 2019 class. There's guys after that. When you look back on it, when you and Seventh were coming through and LJ Peak and those guys, do you feel like it opened some doors a little bit to get big-time coaches back in this state and the state's still benefiting from it?
Yeah, absolutely. When Frank Martin came, he turned the program around. It didn't happen overnight, but he was committed to do that. And once you have players that have faith in the coach to do that, I think anything's possible.
How do you think though at the grassroots level though, just this South Carolina high school players? How has that gotten better through the years? And do you feel like when you and Seventh, those guys coming up, obviously you have the YouTube stuff, everything.
Right.
Does that help the exposure of it? How do you think it's benefiting right now?
I think so. Social media now is a huge platform. In terms of getting your name out there and whatnot. I definitely think that helped us. So to kind of shed light on the talent that we do have here in South Carolina. So like you said, now it's all about keeping this talent at home.
Before you, do you remember stepping into a gym and seeing some big name coaches in there?
Oh yeah, Glimp. Just the legendary coaches around here. So
college coaches though. I mean.
No, it was pretty surreal. It was like I just watched these guys in the national championship. Year after year. The big name guys, but like I said, you got to kind of block that out and come back home, and do what's best for you.
You and Chris came in the same recruiting class. 4 years later, he's getting ready to knock on the door of the NBA. Can you just talk about what you've seen from him from his freshman year now coming into his senior year?
Huge growth, huge improvement. He's in a great place here, South Carolina. He's been making the right decision for him, and that's what it's all about. So he's definitely going to have a great career.